Hello, this is Dr. Martina, your online sex therapist and sex educator. Sexual knowledge is power. And with that in mind, I decided to put this educational video together for you to introduce to you a couple of researchers that have paved the way for us to understand our sexuality more and also to give us freedom to express our sexuality. Then I'm going to go into actual facts and statements about the sexual behavior in the male and the female, and also simple but very important statements about sexual physiology and anatomy. We can never learn enough about our sexuality, and I hope that this video will help you create your own opinion, perspective, and knowledge about our beautiful sexuality. So here we go. Watch and learn.
Did you know that Henry Havelock Ellis is one of the first and most influential challengers of the perspective that sexual behavior is conformed to one way? At the hands of Victorian inhibitions, Ellis's experience of his own sufferings of sexual suppression was the birth of his passion for sexual freedom and sexual reform, which has characterized many of his successors. I can sum up his wisdom in one brief sentence. Everybody is not like you, not like your loved ones, not like your friends, and not like your neighbors. Do you know about the Wolfenden report? The report of the Departmental Committee on Homosexual Offenses and Prostitution, and then it was better known as the Wolfenden Report after Sir John Wolfenden, the chairman of the committee. That report was published in the United Kingdom on September 4, 1957, after a succession of well-known men, including Lord Montagu of Beaulieu, Michael Pitt Rivers, John Gielgud, Peter Wildeblood, and Ellen Turing. All these men were convicted and imprisoned of homosexual offenses. The committee, which consisted of 15 people, 11 men and 4 women, they recommended that homosexual behavior between consenting adults in private should no longer be a criminal offense. The committee found that homosexuality cannot legitimately be regarded as a disease because in many cases it is the only symptom and is compatible with full mental health in other respects. Then the report added, it is not, in our view, the function of the law to intervene in the private life of citizens or to seek to enforce any particular pattern of behavior. I know most of you have heard of Masters and Johnson and the wonderful research they have done, but did you know that critics have tried to discount the findings of Masters and Johnson because of their use of prostitutes in their studies? Did you know that sexual technique is a matter of a two-way communication regarding what feels good and what doesn't? Now that's pretty simple, isn't it? Did you know that sexual values expressed in fantasies may differ significantly from such values in real life? So don't be afraid of your fantasies. Did you know that the monotony of a repetitious sexual relationship is often responsible for loss of sexual responsiveness in later lives? So remain creative with your sexuality. Fetishism occurs most often in males, apparently because of the more effortless ability of the male sex drive to external stimuli. Well, I guess we know that one. Cessation of sex in old age has more to do with circumstances of restricted living and lack of opportunity than lack of desire. Masturbation offers a satisfactory outlet at all ages for the release of sexual tension. That is one that can be repeated all the time. Did you know that the female labia majora and the male scrotum, the female glans clitoris, and the male glans penis are genital structures that are homologous? How about that? We're more the same than not. Did you know that before reaching the age of 1 year, boys and girls can have orgasms? Every woman that is anorgasmic at this point needs to know that that can be relearned. Did you know most males reach the height of their sexual responsiveness in their teens? I always say men get a Ferrari as a sexuality, and then later on in life they have to learn how to drive with a Volkswagen. Did you know erogenous zones can vary in their location from one person to another? Stay interested. Did you know the withdrawal method of contraception often fails because secretions from the Cowper glands may be released before ejaculation and may contain sperm cells? That's why it didn't work pulling out. The most crucial hormone in sexual motivation is testosterone in both males and females.
We fear what we don't know. And I hope that I have given you some information about our sexuality, some knowledge that will help you with your fear and that will help you understand your own personal perspective on your sexuality, and that help you motivate, or that motivates you to become the true sexual self that you want to be. And I hope that you will contact me if you need any help on this beautiful journey of developing your own true sexual self. Have a good week, and I'll talk to you next week.